Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading. So what I'm going to be doing going forward is having two sets of zodiac sign readings. One is a general reading and one is focused on love. So this is meant to be a general reading, but obviously if love messages come through, I will take them. So let's jump right into this pre-shuffle, right? We open with the Seven of Swords, which is an odd place to start and hasn't happened to me very often. This happened with the Valentine's Day reading, so I would go back and look at that. I think they might be connected. We'll see, right? So someone seems to be sneaking away from something. That's the feeling I get. Someone's sneaking away. Someone is moving in silence. That's the phrase I'm getting. Somebody is doing something with intention, right? But they're doing it very quietly and kind of secretly. Right? Yeah, it's a big move. Whatever they're doing, it's big. Here with the Magician, very powerful card of action, but it's being done very quietly. I think all of the Magician's tricks are in play here. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of sleight of hand. And I think the way someone's disguising what they're doing is that they just appear to be working very hard in solitude. They head off to their workshop or to their desk or wherever, and they just chisel away at this pentacle, right? But that's not what's happening, right? This seven is advancing to this eight, right? This work isn't just about working the usual way this person works. Something else is happening. It's tied to this energy of leaving, right? Taking something of value with you as well, right? These five swords. But leaving something behind as well, right? And they're looking behind them to make sure they're not being followed. Yeah, somebody is keeping secrets, somebody's working in secret, somebody's manifesting something in secret, and it's to do with a new emotional beginning, right? Take this as it resonates for those of you where this sounds like it might be a love message. That's what this Ace of Cups might mean. But for others of you, it's just a new beginning in your emotional life. It doesn't have to involve a romantic connection, right? It's an energy of starting over, almost from scratch, right? And remember, this new emotional beginning can be inside yourself as well, right? Let me see what's under here. Yeah, someone's very stressed out. Someone's very stressed out. Nine of Wands, wounded warrior energy. Someone's been through a lot. And I think it's why someone is having to do this so quietly. They can't take the pressure of whatever confrontation they're trying to avoid. I get the impression somebody's trying to avoid drama. So 7, 8, and now we're here at a 9 with an ace thrown in the mix. Yeah, someone, it's like the energy swirling around closing something out here with this 9. 9s are the end in tarot, right? 10s are where the loose ends get tied up, right? Page of Cups. Yeah, when the Page of Cups shows up in connection with the Seven of Swords, I get like a kind of manipulative energy. Somebody is, I think, presenting some kind of fake cup, and maybe not fake, but there's something not quite right. There's a fish in this cup. I think for a lot of people, it's going to be a part of this secrecy and this sleight of hand and this smoke and mirrors. I think somebody's pretending to still be connected to something. They're paying lip service to something. They're hiding a lot of emotional pain behind this, right? Yeah, someone's playing along here. This is really interesting, right? In the background, judgment is here, and it's here to close a major cycle, right? This idea of bringing up events and memories, actions from the past and reviewing them, right? Looking hard at things that people usually avoid, right? That's what judgment is. And it's the card right before the world, right? It's right before the world. And it's a card of redemption and second chances as well. So when this judgment work is done, it's what allows that energy of the world to come in to close a major cycle. Somebody, I think, is doing all of this, and they're doing it very quietly, right? They're doing it all very quietly. Wow, very interesting, Pisces. So what I like to do is shuffle a bit more and have another look at the bottom of the deck before I cut the cards and pull the readings. I just find that that second run through tends to focus the message and I pull a clearer reading that way, right? So I share the pre-shuffle on camera for transparency, but also because those cards do tend to influence the reading, and I want everyone to have that information, right? And so it's here for transparency and to provide information, and also to allow the cards to have the chance to repeat, right? Because those repeating messages are very important, right? And repeating cards have been showing up a lot in these last batch of general readings that I've been doing. So maybe it will hold for you as well, Pisces. We'll see, right? And shuffle a bit more and see if we can go deeper into this energy, right? Because that pre-shuffle is just right up at the surface. I don't want to pull a surface reading, right? Okay. Shuffle just a bit more. Okay. Knight of Pentacles, very interesting with that Seven of Swords, right? Very interesting. There's a stillness here, somebody not moving, that I think is a part of whatever that Seven of Swords and Magician energy is about. I think this is about a pentacle in some way, right? I think people are focusing on a pentacle. Remember that Eight of Pentacles, somebody working? I think the people around that person are focused on a pentacle that's not moving, like they want to move. They want this knight to come towards them, right? They want to share in whatever this wealth is. And it's kind of keeping them from looking at other things that are happening, right? Because remember the Knight of Wands, I beg your pardon. Wow, what a Freudian slip. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, right? But it always gets to its destination. I think people think this Knight of Pentacles is coming in, and I don't know if that's true with that Seven of Swords and that Magician. Because somebody has plans here, right? Somebody has plans for this pentacle that I think they're not sharing. Someone has set a clear intention. This globe here means that these are big plans. This is a card of strategic planning, this Two of Wands, right? What's here? There's that Page of Cups. Yeah, that Page of Cups is a part of this plan, right? It's, oh, here's my cup, and you'll have my pentacle soon. And I just don't think that's true. I just don't think that's true. Yeah, someone's withdrawn here with the Four of Swords. They're withdrawn, they're resting their mind, they're healing, and they're preparing, I think, to move on. They want to balance things out, right? But not in the way I think the people around them think it's going to happen. Yeah, they're gathering the strength to take this pentacle. That Knight of Wands, yeah, when the time comes, Knight of Wands is like the second fastest knight. Knight of Swords is the fastest. The Knight of Wands is like kind of more adventurous and impulsive. When the time comes, I think someone's gonna grab this pentacle and hop on that Knight of Wands horse and ride away. Yeah, and it's gonna cause a tower, right? It's going to cause a tower. Yeah, someone is holding on to this pentacle and they're pretending they're going to share it. I don't know how this is resonating for you, Pisces. This is really fascinating. No, it's going to cause so much disappointment. But whatever happens here, it is going to close a cycle. Here's that world that needed to show up after that judgment. It's here. So there's a lot of trickery in the air, right? This is going to be a bit of an interesting reading, maybe even difficult, because there's a lot of deception to try to cut through here. Let's cut the deck. Six of Swords. You have to take my word for it, but when I was shuffling for the pre-shuffle, you know, a bunch of cards flew out, and the Six of Swords was the first one I noticed, right? Yeah, someone wants to move from rough waters to calm waters, and this I think is the secret. Somebody wants to leave a situation they're not satisfied in behind, right? And they're doing it quietly. They're not telling anybody about the plans they're making. Like they've hired this boatman and rented this like barge in secret, right? And you're gonna meet in some clandestine location, and they have all these plans, right? But it's here because of the star, right? Whatever this is about somebody healing something. Something is wrong in someone's life and they feel like the way to heal it is to get away, but also not to share it with other people for some reason. I think there's a fear here that people are going to try to stop them. Here's another card leaving, right? Eight of Cups. These two cards have been showing up a lot, not together, not this close together usually, right? Sometimes not even the same reading, but they're here together with the star to heal something, right? Eight of Cups, Lord of Abandoned Success. What this card is sometimes called, right? Somebody realizes that these eight cups are not what they thought they were. This is a card of realization. It's kind of a tower energy in a way, right? Remember that the Eight of Cups is heading to the Nine of Cups, right? Wish fulfillment. Somebody thought they were pretty much at the Nine of Cups and you realize, you know what, no, I'm not. What I thought was going to be my wish fulfillment isn't. Because there is some dishonesty. I don't think this person who's in the Seven of Swords started whatever this dishonesty is. I think they've discovered that something isn't right and they don't trust the people around them. And that's the reason for the secrecy that's here in the Six of Swords. And especially this Eight of Cups, this person is leaving under cover of night, right? They haven't told anyone where they're going, right? Separation, another card of separation, right? So you're leaving to put people out in the cold, to separate yourself from people, right? Here with this Five of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's leaving other people out in the cold. What's going to happen? I think it's not going to happen suddenly because this person is making a lot of moves. It's going to seem sudden. It's going to feel like a tower, which is peeking out from behind here, right? It's going to feel like a tower. You know, the sun is here. This person who's making all these moves wants to head towards the sun, towards the success and this happiness. Oh, Pisces. We have an escape story. Kind of almost like, it feels like a prison break. Yeah, somebody feels imprisoned in their life. Wow. I'm going to pull a Celtic cross. What's the issue here? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody is in a Ten of Pentacles that I think they've realized is not a Ten of Pentacles. Right? I think you should go back and watch that Valentine's Day reading. I kind of, after I do my readings, I forget them almost immediately, and it helps me know that the messages I pull are kind of clearer, that I'm not just spinning things out of memory, right? I don't remember, but I do remember that Seven of Swords and this idea of somebody being unhappy and feeling trapped, and I believe it had to do with the Ten of Pentacles, right? Yeah. And I think there's another sign I told to go back and watch the Valentine's Day reading, and I think it was Gemini. So go back and watch the Gemini reading and the Valentine's Day reading, Pisces. Alright, so what is the challenge here? There is that prison with the Eight of Swords. There is that prison. Right? Somebody feels imprisoned in a Ten of Pentacles. Right? Somebody feels imprisoned in a Ten of Pentacles. And it's important that it's represented here by the Eight of Swords. The swords are somebody's thoughts, right? They're also blindfolded and their limbs are bound, right? They can't move, right? But these are somebody's thoughts. This imprisonment is really mental, right? Remember I said that there was dishonesty? Yeah, there are lies around this person trapping them, or manipulation, something like that, right? Trapping someone. What's the crown of this reading? Four of Wands, right? This is what's on somebody's mind, right? They want stability. It's a card of home. It's a card of safety. It's very similar to the Ten of Pentacles, especially in the sense that the road to the Ten of Pentacles begins with the Four of Wands, right? Somebody wants to start over. They do want a Ten of Pentacles, but they want to start over and get things right this time. What's at the root of this reading? What's happening in someone's life? Yeah. Not surprised to see a Nine of Swords. This card was coming out a lot for a while. It hasn't in the more recent readings, but it's back here for you, Pisces. This idea that the stress is mounting, right? This Eight of Swords has progressed to a Nine of Swords. Somebody feels like they're in a nightmare, and that's what happens when the truth is revealed about something as serious as a Ten of Pentacles not being what it seems. It's a nightmare, right? For some of you, it's as serious as somebody realizing that their whole life is a lie. right? That they've trusted people who are backstabbers or something like that. There's an energy of betrayal that's just lingering on top of all of this. A lot of deceit is here. What's in the recent past? The moon, as I mentioned, deceit, something's hidden, right? Something was hidden, and that thing that was hidden has to do with this Ten of Pentacles, right? Something is suppressed, something is hidden, right? Something was presented in a way that it wasn't, in the shadows of the moon kind of made it. The moon is out at night, right? And it casts shadows, right? It made things look like something that they weren't, right? I don't usually get deception off the moon, but I do here today, right? It's to do with that suppression. The lies are about hiding something and covering something up, right? To do with this Ten of Pentacles. What's in the near future? King of Pentacles, right? Stability. I think this is the person this reading is about, right? This is the person this reading is about. And this King of Pentacles has been showing up a lot as somebody who wants to get free. There are a bunch of different readings. So I don't think the title, contain the word King of Pentacles, but maybe just go back, and if a title of the other sign reading resonate for you, even if it's not in your chart, there might be a message there for you, right? Because this King of Pentacles has been showing up a lot, right? Yeah. The King of Pentacles rules the Ten of Pentacles, right? And this is the person whose perspective, I think, is changing, right? They're coming out of a Ten of Pentacles, right? They're understanding what they've been in, right? They're coming out of this moon energy into a Ten of Pentacles that's been revealed to them, and they're coming out on the other side of that in the near future. What's inside someone's ego? What's happening inside someone? There's that King of Wands, right? I mentioned the Knight of Wands before. King of Wands is here because I think part of the way this is gonna play out is that this King of Pentacles might be a bit too prudent and too cautious to deal with this situation. It's going to require a more fiery energy, right? Somebody's willing to take a risk, right? Because whatever this Ten of Pentacles is, even if it's not what it seems, it probably is a stable situation, especially probably financially for most people, right? King of Pentacles usually has done well for himself, right? Usually owns a home, often owns a business, or has promising or very good career. A risk is going to have to be taken here, and this King of Wands in somebody's soul, I beg your pardon, someone's ego, is saying that that energy is here. The risk is with the ego that the King of Wands can be a bit too proud, right? A bit too proud. And can be very much about saving face, right? So there's a way this King of Wands is kind of 50-50, right? They might decide, my ego's been hurt, so I'm leaving, or they might decide my ego is hurt. But if this all comes down, this Ten of Pentacles goes away, it's gonna hurt my ego even more. I'm gonna be seen to be a failure, so I'm gonna stay. The leave or stay part is really not clear. We'll see what else comes out. What's in someone's environment? Six of Cups, a lot of nostalgia, right? The past is very important in whatever is happening here. Right? Six of Cups is often about people's childhood or very long-standing relationships. So if you believe in past lives, that energy can be here as well, right? This is important. Yeah, something in this King's past is what's driving all of this. What are someone's hopes and fears? This Page of Wands was among those cards that fell out with that Six of Swords in the beginning when I shuffled for the pre-shuffle, right? So this is about that new beginning, right? So this is actually good. It's telling me that it's likely that this King of Wands will keep it together and will just send the page out almost like a scout. Page of Wands is a curious energy. It's an adventurous energy. It's about new beginnings, right? It's about starting over. So this is here, and it's an energy that's under control. I would have been a bit more concerned if a Knight of Wands had shown up, because that can be quite a volatile energy, right? I like that the Page of Wands is here. The hope is that these new beginnings will be forged. I think the fear is that, I don't know, think the fear is that this person might not be able to get to where they want to. This page energy is it's small, right? It's small, and this person is used to big things. They have it. They had it all, or thought they had it all. The Ten of Pentacles. This feels like starting over from scratch, right? So you can see the way the fear is built, and am I going to get back to where I was? I don't know. They don't know, right? What is the potential final outcome? Yeah, Ten of Cups. This is about emotions, of going back to that Ace of Cups that showed up, right? This Ten of Pentacles, there are no cups there. This. I do think this is connected back to that Valentine's Day reading, right? This idea of a Ten of Pentacles with no love in it has shown up a couple of times, right? I'm sorry, I should have written maybe some of this down, but like I told you, I like to kind of forget the readings and let the new messages come in fresh. But sometimes when these connections are here, that can end up being maybe not the best thing, right? So there is no love in that Ten of Pentacles. So somebody is looking for another apex energy, another completion energy that's focused on cups this time, right? It's focused on cups this time. So this is a good reading, Pisces, right? And I think I'm going to extend it because I do want to look at this moon in particular, right? So stay tuned for that. The link will be in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. If you're on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. I am new to the platform, and I appreciate you just being here and sharing, giving your time here to watch. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll be back soon with more messages.